Hey guys, welcome back. We are going to start talking about my Scrapflex. I finished this one up last night. Um, there's not a whole lot going on with this internally. It's just externally, it's got some bits going on with it. So this started life as this, just a Scrapflex 2.0. I strongly recommend that you guys check out Nerfherder Customs. That dude is a beast when it comes to scrap sabers, scrap flexes, scrap techs, core and horns, especially core and horns. That guy's a freaking monster. And he's the one that got me turned on to doing scrap flexes. Usually when I do or did customs, they were primarily TCSS stuff or plumbing parts or something like that. But he really turned me on to doing scrap flexes. So here I am, right? Kind of getting into this guy. Like I said, started life as a 2.0, and just for the comparison, inverted top, a Mishimoto V-band clamp, some extra bits and bobs, MPP, trim ring, and spring in here. Grapflex 2.0 to MHS V2 adapter. You can't buy them on the website, but you can get them commissioned. I got a few of them made up last year, and I'm glad that I did because this thing is sweet. I also use them on a couple of other builds that I'll go over here in a little bit. Defcon Bird leather wrap. Try and catch this in the light. This is Oxblood. You can get these on eBay from Defcon Bird. You can also get them at TCSS or the Saber Armory. And that is a MHS V2 to V1 adapter, and this is Sacrilege on the butt. This pommel was actually an LDM Sabers Jason Solo, one of my favorite EU characters. I got it and it was thread locked. I bought it secondhand, so I wasn't too bummed about it, but I do have another one that is installed that's complete. It works as it should. It's good to go. But the one that I got that was thread locked, I don't like keeping parts that I'm not going to use. I like to use everything that I have available. So I did a little bit of sacrilege. I cut that thing right in freaking half, right at the pommel, and got rid of the threads in the MHS adapter. So, and the reason I did that, 28mm speaker, I will do whatever I have to do to get that to fit. This was the look that I wanted, but I didn't want to use an MHS V2 pommel because they are 1 inch. For a 28mm, you need 1.1. So, and I wanted to save myself a little bit of dremeling in time, which ultimately I really didn't because this was dremeling in time and a hacksaw and a hammer and a bit of JB Weld, but whatever. So going into electronics, there is a speaker pod that sits in the pommel with a 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Dark Side Elite. I'll say it in every single video, man. Smuggler's Outpost speakers are my Frank's Red Hot. I put that shit in everything. I do not care. I don't care what I gotta do to make it work. It's gonna work. But that is connected up to a Smuggler's Outpost 2-pin speaker pod adapter thing. It's 2 pogo pins. Really easy. Nice long threads on this guy too, which is always good. There's your mating end for the speaker pod. 18650 battery. Profi board actually sits up here in the grenade section opposite the control box. The reason I had to do that is because this is a 1-inch chassis, tight, and not enough room for me to do what I like to do, which is put the battery and board right on top of each other. So instead, I just drew some greeblies on this side and called it good. My little Luke control box kind of thing, and PPC and Aramesh for Pure Bazak Custom, which is something that I got from Solo Sabers a while back. And I don't know, I just do it because it's cool, honestly. But you do still have access to your USB port if I need to change fonts or do any updates or anything like that. There is a CC Sabers, I believe this is a V3 pixel connector up in here too. I bought like 50 of those things when he had them for like $5, and it's the best buy I've ever made. Honestly, I use them all the time. Super easy. Coming back up here, you've got the One Replicas control box. Nice, slim, easy, dual tactile, which I like. I prefer dual switch setups. I believe this brass piece was from a Saber Forge scratch and dent thing. I think it's for an Obi-Wan, TPM, AOTC, whatever. This is I believe, a Roman's glass eye, dremeled down to fit, crammed in there, whatever. I did borrow, again, Nerfherder Customs glass eye mod, which was taking some modeling mesh and putting it behind the actual eye itself. It looks cool when it's lit up. And I love doing it. I don't do it on all of my Scrapflexes, just on the ones that I think could really use it. And this was kind of a ode to Nerfherder, if you will, because I feel like this is the only one that I have that really does his inspiration justice, because this thing is sweet, man. Nice grip on it, too. Throw a blade in it. 7/8 inch blade, just like every other Scrapflex 2.0. The red button is the thumb screw on it. So just thread it back down, locks the blade down. Rear button, lower button, whatever you want to call it. That's your activation, single press. Top is auxiliary, and that's blaster deflect, font changes, stuff like that. Gotta have that Luke green, man. And this is, I believe this is Kyberphonics The Return. I might have that wrong. I always do a couple of fonts on my sabers, mostly for personal builds and stuff like that, or always for personal builds. I'll throw a bunch on. Augustin. Nice blue. And just to kind of show off that glass eye mod. I don't think the camera's going to pick that up as well, but that's all right. But there is a lot with this stuff, and I love doing it. This thing is loud. This thing is beefy. It's nice, slim. It's a good fit for my hands. But that is my Old Republic-esque inspired Scrapflex. I'll probably do another couple of those. Different pommels though, because I'm not gonna waste the time, money, and energy trying to source another Jason just to cut it up. That's awful, terrible idea. But anyways, yeah, that is my little Scrapflex. This thing rules. I love this thing. I like the color offsets. I like the changes. It's nice. It fits. It's good to go. But that's about it for that one. So I will see you guys in the next one. See you next time. May the Force be with you.